When you changed, so did your soul. And this is how they feel about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So someone sees you as someone who does make changes in life. You're not afraid to make changes. Even if you were timid at one point, you don't feel like that anymore because you recognize the power of change and what it really does for you in your life, and as well as how you impact those around you. Okay, so this is the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like you have a love for yourself, and that love that you have for yourself, it brings you to a space to feel confident and comfortable in the change, regardless of how it turns out. Because as the change takes place, you begin to see a difference within yourself that you actually do, in fact, appreciate. Okay? And this person definitely appreciates the change that they see in you, because they know that it wasn't easy to do. You know, it wasn't easy for you to make the change that you did make initially until you recognized the power of change. There's really something here about the power of change, and then also your faith. You having faith in your beliefs, and you see value in your beliefs as well. So being that you see value in your beliefs, you wield your will towards what you see as valuable. And the more that you begin to do that, the better you begin to see a change, or how can I say, the better you begin to feel while in the midst of that change, is a better way to say it. Excuse the beeping. There's construction taking place right near me. They have an excavator. Okay. Yeah, they picking up some big pieces of wood. But anyway, big pieces of wood. Time to build. It's time to build. You're in this space of building on top of the foundation that was laid. I almost said the foundation that you laid. But yeah, it's time to build on that now. So you needed that change to happen in order for you to be equipped for the change that's about to take place right now in your life. It's really about laying the foundation, because excuse me, you know, if you don't have a strong foundation, what you build, it won't last too long. So that's why you take your time. Also, I'm picking up someone who takes their time. You don't rush through things. You really don't. And you doing that actually saves you so much time, which might sound backwards, but when one rushes through something, it's likely that you might have to go back and fix something that was rushed through, and you may have missed a step that needed to be taken. So when you slow down, it's less likely that you'll miss a step and have to backtrack. You know, you could just continue to move forward. And this has been very beneficial to you in your life. It's your pace. You slow down some. That speed, trying to be Speedy Gonzalez, okay, it actually can have an adverse effect on the plans that are made, because it's just easier to miss things when you move too fast. And I'm not saying it was super slow. It wasn't like super slow, but I do pick up this energy that it was a steady pace. So when you pace yourself and complete your work, you know, section it off in portions so you're not overwhelmed, you'll realize that, or you realized that it was more beneficial to you, because you actually were beginning to see the results. You seeing the results in your life always improve your perspective of what it is that you're doing, because you're able to recognize that you are making a change in your life, that something is actually happening. So this right here has been a big part of an activation for you when it comes to your soul being seen for who you truly are, because you've been tuned into yourself. You haven't been tapping into others to the point where you forget about tapping into yourself and the God in you. We haven't been taught that because that's not what we were meant to know, and if you ask the people, okay? However, that's why you notice that certain groups of people go through so much, because that was the plan. That's the master plan, to keep you asleep. So I mean, right now is the ultimate time to wake up, and you see that a lot of people are waking up to the games that have been played for very, very long. And now the truth is out for all to see, and some will see, some won't. Some will be confused by what's in front of them, and some will be like, oh yeah, I know, I've been paying attention. So it's never too late to pay attention. It's never too late to actually see the truth for what it is and accept it and move accordingly. And because you've done this, you've done yourself justice. This is justice served in your life, because you chose you, and you chose to give reverence to the gods, and now you are beginning to see the God within you, which is very beautiful. That's why we're given this will to wield in our own life. We're given this in order for us to learn how to make the right decisions, instead of just going with those who seem to be having a great time. Seem is the key word, but in all actuality, most of them are missing the main point of the reason for being. Even though everyone has a different reason in this lifetime, there's different lessons that people need to learn. Everybody is not in the same phase. So right now I'm really speaking to evolved beings, just because it's getting to those who have a chance to get it right, or that have gotten it right. Okay, because the others, they can't hear this message. They won't be able to understand it. So if you understand, you know that you're one of those ones that get it, and you're meant to get it. That's why this message is for you. Okay, so this is how they feel this is how they feel about you. If you deem this energy as suitable to walk with you on your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. 888, I declare this is my future love. And this is also an aspect of your love, because you've taken time with yourself to really connect with the God in you. And that's why you feel so comfortable in walking in your truth. You feel comfortable in it. When you feel comfortable walking in your truth and you don't care what nobody says, that's when you know you've reached a certain point that you've never been. Because there is a point in time in the younger years where you care a little too much. And then you're like, wait a minute, what am I caring so much? Then you realize that there's a change, a shift happened. And it starts in the core of you. That's that soul change. That's you really tapping into who you truly are. Okay, so that is it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content. And I will see you in the next one.